Hello, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. It's Saturday, so this is Star Wars Saturdays, an ongoing anthology campaign of tabletop role-playing games that are set in or inspired by Star Wars. We're playing a quarterly, meaning for 3 months, a game called Rapscallion, which recently released. In fact, on the Magpie Games Discord, they have started a launch party today. Exciting stuff. Rapscallion is a game that was not written for Star Wars in any way, shape, or form. It is a fantasy, piratical adventure powered by the apocalypse game that I have reskinned to Star Wars. And we're several sessions in. You might notice that we are sans player. Mark, who has been playing our captain, is not able to join us today. He's attending a LARP and doing the other thing. So I hope you're enjoying yourself and will rejoin us in the coming weeks. But for now, we will play with the crew who just finished performing a very dastardly deed at the order of said captain. Whereupon a a lovely, innocent space yacht was blown up because they didn't surrender to Captain Cochrane's liking. And you guys have a few prisoners, and you also have quite a bit of treasure. So you are heading away from that, hopefully heading towards some downtime. We'll see how that goes. Let's go around the horn and remind ourselves of our players and the characters that they are playing. I'm going to start from the left-hand side of the character keeper, heading towards the right, which means that Stephen, you get to go first. Please introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
Hi, my name is Steven. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Faru Bryn, who is a swashbuckler whose pronouns are she, her. And Faru used to be part of a circus troupe, think Cirque du Soleil or something like that, called the Star Corsairs. And she was kicked out um, because she was more loyal to the other members than I think the group was. And, what does she do? She kind of tries to look fancy and really good at at um breaking in, finding stuff, getting back out. She's all about appearances.
All about appearances. I'll keep that in mind. In the middle, therefore always going second, is Greg.
Hey, I'm Greg. I use he, him pronouns. I'm playing Raz, the navigator. Raz is, well, last session he got, focused on the mission, and went into the vault of the Golden Promise and took some stuff out, and then unleashed a tactical droid to do so, which backfired, and we had to, uh, you know, coerce the droid into letting me back out. And then we blew up the droid. That's why we destroyed the ship. It was rogue. It was gonna cause a lot of problems. That's what Raz will tell the authorities. Um, Other than that, Raz is secretly keeping alive a Baron of House Massetti? No. Uh, Melantha. Yeah, it's not going great. But there was proof on the Golden Promise, and he's keeping that now so that nobody sees it, which is nice.
Oh, fun, 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 fun. And last but not least is Jolene.
Hi, I'm Jelly, she, her. I'm playing Ali Vat, the shiprat playbook, who's been now promoted in fiction to the ship quartermaster. Very lofty position. She's still a scamp that gets the crew into trouble. Sometimes, maybe. I haven't been getting us up into enough trouble.
It's true. More trouble requested. Okay. Do we have any start of session moves?
Yes, I have two. Who's most pissed off at me and who's most willing to stick their neck out for me? It's the same old, same old. We keeping it the same? Are you still my rival, Raz?
I don't know. I'm kind of angry at both of you, I think, for bringing
Well,
people on board.
yeah, well,
So
Faru
that
doesn't
counts me.
have that. Hey, I was ordered by the captain to bring people on board.
That's true. That's true.
So,
But I'm definitely not going to stick my neck out for you. So
all right, well, there we go. We'll keep it as is. So Faru's the protector, Raz is the rival, and now I have to roll plus vinegar for my alchemy move. There's a 10. Nice. All
Mhm.
right, on a 10 plus, I hold two. Uh, I spend hold one for one to have one of the following on hand when I need it. Uh, three explosives, three stink bombs, one poison vial, one vial of super glue, one canister of sleeping gas.
Excellent.
I'm now a tinkerer, I guess.
I guess that's what shipwrights do. They become quartermasters and tinker about alchemy.
is that from the Shipwreck playbook or is that from another
No, I
playbook?
took it from the surgeon
The search.
playbook.
Okay.
Chirurgeon. It's got a CH at the beginning.
I looked up the pronunciation and promptly forgot how to pronounce it
Yeah.
after learning how to pronounce it. It's such an interesting thing for me to learn that I will learn a thing and unlearn a thing in the space of minutes. But good. Any other start of session moves? I think that's it, but I want to make sure. Raz, the captain has put you in charge of continuing to pilot the ship towards the Black Buoy so that she can um, interview the daughter of her rival, Manala Bastra, a baronet, leaving it all up to you as you are piloting the ship through hyperspace towards the Black Buoy. Tell me a little bit about what are the steps that generally you guys take to make sure that if like you can't drop out of hyperspace in an asteroid field, and the asteroid field is where the Black Buoy is. Do you hop to a inhabited planetary system and then run sublight engines to get to the asteroid field? That's what I would imagine you do. But is there something else that you? Oh, that's right. Your alchemy tools are cursed. We'll have to keep that in mind.
Oh.
But again, to the question I'm asking, is there another way that you guys try to circumvent being surveilled as you go to the Black Buoy?
Yeah, so I think normally if we don't think we're being chased, it's easier. We would just fly to Doris, I think that is, and then to take sublight there. Um, but since Raz is fairly certain that this is hot, we've suddenly picked up, the daughter of a noble. We need to cover our tracks a little bit. We're actually flying towards what is it? Pernella, and then kind of having to double back. Those are hyperspace lanes that are well established, but there's some like old shipping secret paths back through the asteroid where you can do like short hops through hyperspace and get there faster, but you're still taking some risks.
Excellent. I think then that this is the perfect setup for you to navigate. Your ship's crew navigates towards a difficult destination, meaning difficult in that you're taking extra steps to not be surveilled or found out. Then the navigator, that's you, rolls plus Spitfire.
There's a
And
move that's just my playbook. Navigate. All right.
yeah.
That is plus two
They
for
should create a ship
Spitfire.
rat move of just called ratting.
Ratting. Um, Swash a buckle. All right,
Buckling
let's
swashes,
roll
yes.
plus. There's a lot of careful calculations. Ooh,
I
that's a
think that's a different
very.
kind of move.
Let's see. You encounter trouble on the journey and must contend with it before you reach your destination.
Excellent.
Let me go check one of those wishes.
Yeah, let's check some wishes. So you did you just roll that
I
eight?
did. That's the
Okay.
eight. Yep.
Well, let's see.
So
We
I
always
encounter
roll
some trouble.
eights. This is the game of eights. It's all crazy eights here. You encounter trouble on the journey and must contend with it before you reach your destination. I want to double check those wishes because I had an idea, but I want to make sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I just want to blame the navigator because you did not get there without trouble, and the crew does not get to take a downtime during the journey. So one of your wishes to take downtime, that's the navigator's fault that
Well,
you
we
did
gotta
not get
get
that.
past this trouble, get back to the black boy. Yeah, we'll be fine.
You drop out of hyperspace. And it's obvious when this ship is in hyperspace and not in hyperspace. There's a sound, there's a very, very different sound, there's a different feeling to the ship. That transition point. One of my favorite parts of Star Tours from my young kid memory was the feeling of going to hyperspace and the feeling of dropping out of hyperspace in that little thing. It just like they did that motion very, very well. I thought that's cool. The moment where you come out of hyperspace before you transition to sublight. And Raz, as that transition between one set of engines to the other, you're in control. You felt this odd ping, not unlike sonar, but when you check the systems to confirm what you felt, you don't see anything. Like I would imagine you're not a navigator with no support, so maybe there are a couple other folks on the bridge. You you double check and they check the sonar for what you felt and they confirm no sir, nothing on sonar.
There's something out there. Just to be clear, we're in sublight now. We're in
Yes, you've
normal.
shifted to
Yes.
sublight. You're now to the point where you would chart the course to make sure that you check your navcom have any stars shifted. No, head towards black buoy. You're in that point where you would start to angle towards the black buoy.
Raz will go to like one of the windows and stare out, right? Like if sensors be damned, I'll use my one good eye,
Nice.
scanning the horizon.
Ooh. Um, and I think it would be interesting if perhaps you engage with a move because I imagine you're seeking out, unless you're waiting for something else.
Yeah, I think I'm doing a size up. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I have an uneasy feeling.
Lovely. You size up a suspicious situation. Roll plus vinegar.
I have one vinegar. That's a nine. When I size up, I can ask these additional questions. But I think those are just more options, right? Those aren't, I don't get to ask all three of those on top of it, right?
Says you can ask these additional
Okay.
questions. Yeah, that's another move that is written in a slightly unclear manner. I will rule there are other questions you have
Let's
the
see,
option
go.
to ask.
What are the hands of death clutching? Is it me?
The hands of death are clutching the Pantoran girl that Faru Bren
Hmm.
stole away onto the ship. The hands of death are choking her. She's the last of the circus, dealing with that aftermath. You feel the ping again. It's not from her, but it feels like it's coming from within the ship.
Um, Raz like it's very Star Trek, but like straightens his uniform.
That could totally
I
be Star Warsy.
I
Straightening a
will.
uniform is not owned by Star Trek.
I
I will
think
have you know,
Quoish
sir.
is one of the bridge crew, right?
Yeah, that sounds fun. I like
Um,
Quoish.
Quoish,
Aye.
you have the comm, and Raz is gonna make his way towards the vault.
Cool. That sounds fun.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Ollie, I would imagine that of your seven treasure, you don't keep it all in one place.
No, no, no.
What was, in your opinion, the most clever place that you hid two of that treasure?
Um, what are our version of Jeffrey's tubes?
Oh my God, we can't have back-to-back Star Trek references.
Yeah, but there's like a little crawl space that not many people can fit in. Like Lump definitely can't fit in there, but
Oh, Lump
I'm
has no desire to
small
go into the
and
tiny
wiry, and I
spaces.
can
That
fit in tiny spaces.
excellent. How often do you check on said crawl space, and who's around when you find that it is empty?
What the? I have to look at our NPC stat. And where are our crewmate? Okay, the brownish gold. Uh,
Yeah, far left. Ship's crew and kin.
oh no, some people don't have names.
I know. We're gonna have to name him.
Click clack.
He's too big. He couldn't have possibly gotten in there.
Yeah, but he might know some.
He might.
He might have gotten some.
We need to name his sister. Click Clack's sister. Somebody have an idea for a harch female who is an engineer and knows that her brother is like doesn't love her brother, but also that's a brother, so you know.
I don't. What are
No,
our arch sounding names?
I don't either. Click Clack was a pretty great name. What
And
is a
clack clack
cool
is just too obvious.
um
Clack click.
we
Yes.
could call her Charlotte since she's a spider person.
Okay, let's do it. It's a reference that none of the characters get because that book
What about
doesn't
just
exist yet.
Lette?
Alrighty. But with an apostrophe, so maybe there's more to the name. Dang
Letty.
it. I have to do two apostrophes because the first apostrophe tells it to ignore the. Anyway, it's fine.
All
Let.
right.
So there's let. Yeah.
All right.
By the way, I'm not trying to point you towards that character. I just saw them
Yeah.
in the picture,
Yeah,
NPCs
they're just
beside, and I
there.
realized they need a name. So that's
Yeah,
all
no, I
that
get it.
was.
They could be there, and I can look at them suspiciously, even though they're too big. But it's like just my hat.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
too much
And
treasure
this is
chest.
like, is this a thing that's, I imagine it's not in your room then, because why
No,
would let come into your room?
no.
Okay.
It's
So
it's
let sees you adjust her brother's hat. You look upset. What?
hmm. Hmm?
What?
What?
You're giving off a different scent.
Sniff myself. I guess that's I don't know. It's just some things are out of place is all.
Were you repairing something in those ducts?
Yes.
What is out of place? Pulls out a little data pad.
Um,
According to the
uh,
schematics, there's nothing of
Never
import.
you mind. This is a quartermaster job, so I've got to master these quarters.
Duly
Wait,
noted.
I've got it. Oh, sorry.
How
Okay,
is it again that you became quartermaster?
captain
Little
assigned me.
our
I
captain.
negotiated it.
Our captain is questionable.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. It's weird that you would just blow up the entire ship rather than leave people alive to tell the tale, and then they would give us their treasure faster. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I enjoy the successes we have had. It has been a profitable venture, but I find our captain's irrational actions of late to be troublesome.
Right? Like long term, more survivors means more profit because people will just pay us to leave them alone.
Also, if the
Leaves,
Deceptor gains the notoriety of killing everyone who surrenders peacefully,
yeah, it's gonna make
none will
people,
surrender peacefully. They will run, which causes us to expend resources, or fight, which means that several of you will die.
yeah, and it's the resources to go into the repairs. They will cost us more in the long run. See, we're on the same
Hmm.
page.
Repairs do not trouble me. That's my job.
Well, it comes out of our pay,
That is troublesome.
right?
Do you propose a mutiny then?
What? No, God, no. I don't. No, we should just have like a conversation with them.
Our captain is not good at conversation. Our captain often kills people who converse with her.
Well, we have to try. Maybe we get some other people to be like, hey, Captain, here's the deal. And we'll like, I don't know, lay out a chart of something of the projected profits versus problems.
Sounds a bit complicated.
We could just tell him the projected problems versus profits.
Hmm.
Do you
We could
see
drop a
anyone?
charter for what we propose should be amended, and you
Ugh,
can present it to the
that's
captain as the quartermaster.
that's so much work. Um, do you see
Or,
anybody going into this hatch?
oh, so you're like hitting the question. That sounds
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yes. Is it parlay? I don't know.
Um. Sure. It sounds if you want to parlay with
Yeah,
Let.
I want them to tell me what they know,
Hmm.
and in return, I'll offer them, you know, a share.
Ooh. Roll plus polish. Sounds like a
Ugh,
tempting offer.
I'm not good at this. That's a nine. So,
Excellent.
they want you to do something for them first. Do it or they can ignore the compel. Damn it.
Quartermaster, if you will tell me what it is that is not on our schematics that
Well, it's a bit
concerns you,
personal, it's a little private stash, and I'm willing to cut you in because somebody robbed me.
I see. That is interesting. Yes, I saw someone who was crawling through the ducts. Pete, she is untrustworthy. She was on Hondo Onaka's crew one day before.
I don't know
Cannot
her.
trust her.
I don't know who that is. I
Ah,
mean, Joe.
well,
Joe does. Joe does. Ollie does not.
that's fine. I don't know why you would go out of your way to know a female Weequay who just happens to be on the ship.
Oh, no, I was referring to the Hondo.
Oh, Hondo Onaka was des- uh, a despicable pirate from the Clone Wars.
Hmm. Hmm. And
Untrustworthy.
what was the name of the crew member that's untrustworthy?
Pete. It's
Pete.
Piit, but there's no other way that I can think to
Is
pronounce
that
Piit, so it's Pete.
is that
And
the
I
only
am.
Weequay on our
No,
NPC?
there are other. It's 100 characters, and there's a male Weequay, but you know Pete because Pete is one-legged Pete.
Okay. Do they not have a photo?
They do. Well, I'm
Where?
highlighting them. Click on me. You can talk
Oh,
to them.
okay. Look, it
So
gets
it's Greg.
hard.
We
There's so
both
many.
clicked on that. We're so excited for you to see Pete.
Okay. All right.
And I will say at current there is no repeat.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Thanks. Let,
Do you plan on confronting Pete?
I mean, you're
It
gonna
could be
be,
good practice for when you confront the pirate, the
I mean,
captain.
captain. Well, I'm, I'm gonna make sure do some surveillance first. Get all the info.
Oh well, this is Pete's quarters. Shows you on
Right.
the
Of
the little
course.
data pad of the.
Thanks.
How much is in there that they have taken
Oh,
that we are splitting?
like two pieces of
Hmm.
whatever our credits. I don't know. Whatever whatever one treasure is worth in credits times two.
Hmm. Let's go. Let's go talk to Pete.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll start striding towards Pete's room.
Yeah.
Faru, um, what have you been up to since this during this travel? What have you done with the person you brought over on the shuttle?
Spark.
Spark.
I think Spark was unconscious,
Yes, that sounds
and,
right.
and I carried her onto the. I think I knocked her out, and then carried her onto the shuttle. Um, and uh, once I got back to our ship, I think I'm number one. I'm searching the shuttle, primarily to find out if there's anything valuable on it. Secondarily, making sure that there's no homing beacon or anything like that. Maybe I pull out the transcoder or whatever it is, the beacon that says this is the kind of ship it is.
Oh
Pull
yeah,
that
the
out,
the, the IFF, the identify friendly foe. But yeah, that sounds good. That's a
and
good
then I
call. You know how to do that.
um pull out. At some point, I want to talk to Spark, um, to understand, to get her to understand our situation and where we are.
Okay. So you take care of ripping out the identifying systems. You check to see if there's anything here that could be communicating with outsiders. You confirm that this shuttle was just a simple shuttle with no hyperspace engine whatsoever. She's decent handling, not a whole lot of speed, a little bit of armor plating, but just a nice shuttle. You could probably sell it for a treasure or so. And then eventually you wake Spark and she looks around. Faru, am I on the shuttle?
You were on the shuttle, you're now on our ship.
The pirate ship.
Um, our ship, yes.
It looks Imperial.
It's not anymore.
this is your crew and your home now?
For now, yeah, yeah. I mean, as you know, I've learned that home and crew are transitory. They don't always back you up.
Why did why did you betray us? Twice now.
Yeah. Um, that's only what they told you. I didn't betray anyone. Um, I was trying to make sure that uh, I thought we were taking care of each other, and that wasn't the case. So the second time, I made sure that you made it out okay. Um,
You shot me.
well, I
It
stunned you.
hurt.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I didn't kill you. I mean, I wanted to make sure you made it out okay. There's others that didn't. So we want to make sure that um
Wait, who didn't make it? Where's the
y-
rest of the circus?
well, you saw the rest, you saw what happened in the shuttle bay. And after I left, the captain decided to scuttle it was uh, a vacationing ship, a cruise ship, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The captain decided to scuttle the cruise ship. Some people made it out. I don't know who.
Where are the Star Corsairs?
Um, I do not keep up with them as I hope they don't keep up with me.
Are you going to what are you going to do? What do I do?
So everybody here earns their keep. I'm pretty good in a scrap, as you know, and you know, as long as you can bring in money, I think you'd be welcome here. As long as you can bring in treasure. Uh, I'm not sure the extent of your skills. I know you're a fine juggler. Um, have you ever stolen from? Can you pickpocket?
Yes.
Great. Um, let me see. I have a rival. Rival is the captain. Um, I think I'm gonna say that sounds good. Um, I think that we'll test this out. Yeah, we'll test this out. I'm going to describe something interesting. I'm looking to see who has something interesting to see about taking things from them. I don't think it's interesting to take anything from Ali because we already have that on the table. So I'm going to tell her, describe Roz to her and say, um, so Greg, does Roz has anything interesting that,
Russ has all kinds of interesting shit.
yeah, well,
Um, I think I mean the two like weird things you've probably seen him walking around with. Like he just picked up like some data pads, right? Like everybody was taking the treasure from the ship, but he just collected some data pads and put them in a pocket or something. And then he's often, like on his downtime in the galley or whatever, he has a book that he goes over often.
and books are very unusual. Um,
Yeah, it's
so
a
I think,
dangerous tome.
yeah, I mean, in Star Wars, we all use, screens and pads and that kind of stuff. So I'm really interested by that book. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Spark, you know how you did an audition whenever you joined the Corsairs? I think you need to basically have another audition for this crew, and I'm going to walk you to a mark and tell you what to take.
And
And
I think Raz just appears in the shuttle bay door
ooh,
there. Like if you had this conversation, you're like walking off the shuttle.
uh-huh.
Yeah, Raz is right there because
I
he's
thought you were headed
interested.
towards the vault, right?
Well, I'm just gonna, ignore the fact that if you look at the ship deck plans,
Ah, okay.
that's not exactly on the way. But he's also interested because Spark is marked for death,
Oh,
or the hands of death are holding. I should be
yes.
clear because marked for death is a different playbook. Um, Faro, who is this?
Um, this is one of my previous acquaintances, and I give Spark the nod that,
She like, wait,
this is the
acquaintance?
one.
She thought she was, yeah. Okay.
And um I tell, I'm Spark was there. This is Spark, and Spark was there whenever um I got onto the Golden Promise, and without her intervention, things might have gone worse. Things might have gone smoother, but I think things might have gone worse. And we got this great shuttle out of it. So I'm going to, you know, pat the shuttle and see if I can't interest you in taking a look at this new shuttle and the pieces of it and what we could potentially do with that while Spark does her business.
Something is tracking. Something is tracking us, Faro.
And I pull out, the
The
IFF,
transponder.
I think that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mentioned, and kind of shake it around. I'm like, well, it's not going to be this anymore.
Perhaps it's that Alivat, that ship rat.
Why would she want us to be tracked?
Hmm. She's up to no good. Faro, you've grown too attached.
And maybe you're too antagonistic and blaming her for things that aren't her fault.
Time will show it, Faro. Time will show.
Um,
Is is like jumping right to it? Is Spark trying to lift the book off of me?
I think, yeah. I think, yeah, she'll come over and do a circuitous route and try to move close in to while you're engaged with Faru and lift the book off of you. How do we determine if she is able to do that thing? I think.
I mean, what comes to my mind is that I'm a compel, but maybe that's not the right.
I don't know what
it could be a clever
to
trick,
compel.
but that doesn't sound quite right.
And it's an NPC performing it, so I'm
Right.
not
Right.
rolling dice. I think it's most interesting if she attempts it and you are aware of it. The ship tells you.
Ooh.
Oh, so what am I rolling then?
Why don't we?
Oh,
Okay, so here's an option. What about Twist Fate? Which one of the things is, um,
oh.
you spot a
No,
fleeting
I maybe
opportunity.
this is just a compel. So she would have stolen the book,
Hmm.
but the ship, you feel from the ship that you
Yeah, spend a bond with someone, explain, and then roll. Yeah, okay.
I was actually going to go with Ally of Death. Death is already the hand of death is near her and she has put
Ah,
herself in your way. I'm going to compel your ally of death. Um,
oh, yeah,
yeah,
okay.
because she's just tried to steal off of you, and through preternatural senses, you catch her.
I will expend my bond with Faru, though, to not kill her friend. Um,
Nice. Resist to compel.
my inspiring there is right there. Thanks, Faru, for being right there. So that's a +1. And then spend an additional bond with them to see it through. I guess I can't. I am facing my vice, so that makes it flat.
You're standing your ground. Okay.
And okay, yeah. I was gonna say, can I spend a bond to give you a plus? But we're already spending a lot of bonds. I don't mind doing it.
I can spend luck because I really don't want to kill her. Let's put +1.
What does hold on just one second.
Yeah, sure.
Comrade is um okay. I've lost track of what comrade means in my playbook. Use there we go. I can spend a bond with my comrade to act as if I've rolled a 10 plus on standing my ground, not as if they did. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Yeah, okay. Don't kill Spark. Here we go. I got an 8.
What a surprise.
Game of 8. So that is you mark trouble or give in to the compel your choice. Oh. I will mark trouble. I would like to get a
Oh,
new trouble, not remark cursed for right
I
now.
agree. With that, that sounds fine with me. Let
We can look at the list later.
Yeah, we'll look at the list
Um,
later, but where my head is leaning, just so your game
mhm.
designer brain can noodle on it, is easy mark. That is your
Okay.
trouble.
Yeah. Okay. But Raz
Um,
grabs the book because he can't touch people. So he grabs the book as she's reaching for it.
I'm so sorry. Faru told me that had to do this.
so I'd like to have a discussion outside of character just for a second. You said
Sure.
that easy mark might be a trouble. What about enemies in the brig being a potential? Can we toss
Interesting.
Spark in the brig?
Like yeah.
And
How
just
do
an
I
option.
compel
Okay,
that? Just by they get
Mm.
free? Like I'm
yeah, they
still a
get free
little
and start a mutiny.
fuzzy on. Okay.
So I just wanted to see, does that sound promising to you, Rich? Like a mutiny on board this ship versus making more trouble. I think it's more direct to make more trouble for
I
Roz.
just want to say
So,
Yeah.
this game does not want mutiny to happen. It puts like some pretty significant barriers and certain situations have to happen. I have felt shackled against what I think is one of the most interesting aspects of a pirate crew where a PC is a captain. I would love for a mutiny to happen, but the way that mutiny happens with a captain playbook is all based off of unrest, and unrest is determined by very specific. You have to screw over a crewmate in the process to get
Uh,
unrest, and then there has to be four.
uh,
Okay, well, after that unexpected break, let us continue. The last thing that I recall I was whining to you guys about this game makes it real hard to have a
Mutinies, right?
Yeah,
mutinies.
mutiny
Yeah.
because, and I get it, right? If you're
It's a
playing the
playbook,
captain playbook for the ability to be the captain to be taken away from you, there should be an engine. However, what it does is stifles, like because mechanically a mutiny can only happen this way. I can't do it as a hard move to threaten it even because it's an empty promise. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing by the conversations we're having. Nevertheless, let's circle back to you guys had chatted while I had been booted and you're interested in paranoid as a
Yeah,
trouble?
so created the trouble paranoid. Fixing, I can resolve it by showing trust in someone without evidence. But I am convinced that the crew is turning against me and the ship. I'm going to change that. Me and the ship. The fates may compel you to see a crew
I mean,
member
you are
as
the
the enemy
ship.
of the ship. I am the ship. The ship is me. Um, yeah, and I think so Raz grabs the book, just as Spark does, and
And I think that before you left, Rich, you said Spark was like, it was Faru. She told me to do it.
Yes, you got rolled on um, by a cowardly Pantoran girl who still thinks you're a bad person. So,
And I
perhaps
think
I
I
should
tell,
put you both in the brig.
perhaps you should, but in this point, we need to know how good um Spark is and how well she fits into the crew. Obviously, she's not good enough yet to bring us worth. Otherwise,
Are you trying to parlay with Raz?
oh, I can. Um,
parlay.
so what would I be? What would I want, and what am I offering? I think what I want is um for you to not kill
Give
Spark
Spark a
and
second chance. I'm not going to kill Spark.
okay,
We established that with the compel.
okay.
I'm gonna frog march her down to the brig and throw her in a cell.
I think
Um.
I'm kind of okay with that. Um,
Oh, okay.
I don't mind you putting her in a cell, but I think I'm negotiating to make sure, ah, I'm negotiating to make sure that you don't lose trust in me, that you still see me as a valuable
Ah.
person on the valuable crew member.
Okay.
Um, and what I'm offering, what would that be? That would be, um,
You
I
could
don't
the
think
call
you
her a
have to
liar.
off.
You call
Oh, yeah.
Spark a liar. That's a thing you
I'm
could
not
offer.
going to. I'm not
Ooh.
going to do that, but I am going to say I have the best interests of the crew and the ship at heart,
You
right?
know the way to Raz's cold, dead Duros heart.
That's right. Um, and roll that flat, and that is a 4.
Wow. You
Yeah.
don't feel compelled at all, Raz. Obviously, actually, you don't feel compelled by Faru's argument. You feel compelled by the paranoia, and I actually instead am going to compel your ally of death. These two should
Oh,
probably die, I think.
these bullshits.
Wait a second.
No.
That's not fair. I
Wait,
should not
we
compel
spiraled.
you at someone else's failed roll. That's not fair. Let me revise.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense at all. That is a weird reaction. So let me restate. Um, Instead, you already have gotten yourself a trouble from trying to resist the compel to be super violent. So you don't feel violent. Faru's not isn't convincing
Uh-oh.
in your
You're
heart.
starting
You
to
know,
robot again, Rich. Maybe go off camera?
okay, I'll try
Maybe?
that. Do I sound any better?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll let me restate. I'm not compelling anything for Raz. I will state that Faru's arguments aren't that convincing. She doesn't sound like she has the crew's best interest at heart. But also, my hard move is that you hear the ping as you grow closer to the brig. It is coming from the brig.
Okay. Yeah, so Raz will marches both Faru and Spark down to the brig.
I'm clapping. Yay! You both go
When
to
the
the
captain's
brig.
done with his little talk, he'll have a talk with both of you. And he'll hit the we really haven't seen what a Star Wars brig. Oh no, we have. An Imperial brig looks like what it does look on the Death Star. You Oh gosh, do I put you in separate cells though? No, I think it's more interesting if you're in the cell together.
Nice.
It's only
Uh,
so many, it's like
the
four
handmaidens
spaces.
are in
So
one cell, and now you're
right.
putting Faru and Spark in another cell.
Are you
And
good with that, Stephen?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Uh, as you close them away, who do you put in? I mean, Faru's sneaky. She will probably get out. Who do you put in charge of watching over the brig now?
Well,
Who do you
our
trust?
Casey, the K2 droid. I
Sir,
imagine the vault and
I
the brig are not that different.
Okay, cool. So you gotta go over to Casey to say, hey, you need to. Also, as you are headed over to the brig to have that conversation, I want to follow up with Ali, who has let with her while you go to find Pete. One leg, peg leg Pete. In fact, peg leg Pete is in her quarters. She doesn't have private quarters. She has like there's a crew. Well,
The
there's a
hammock
section of the
stuff.
crew. Hmm?
The hammock style
Yeah,
on the old
yeah,
ships.
yeah. And when you head inside, you hear there's some low music playing off of some music box. There are a few others here, another Weequay, and Nikto, Langhorn, Selby, and Pete, and they're all playing sabacc. And you can see that part of your treasure is in the middle of the kitty. You recognize it. Pete has not seen you yet.
Do you
What
have
do
room
you
for one
do?
more?
Of course, Selby says, yes, always.
Mm-hmm.
Quartermaster, I'm sure you can get us some better quarter quartz. They laugh.
It's still debatable. I'm like inventory manager, I think. I don't know.
Pete says, oh, you keep track of all your inventory? The inventory. Sorry, the inventory. That's good.
Yeah, that's my job.
Oh,
Keeping track of the inventory, keeping track of where things go from where they were.
uh-huh.
And I can't like OOC wise, I can't directly accuse her because it's not like it was hidden in the walls. So like literally, that's just asking for trouble.
I just
That's my
found
own
it.
fault. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that is fair. I would do the same.
Yeah, so she does it. Pete's not gonna say, yeah, I didn't steal it. It just
And
makes a
I'm not gonna
joke at your
accuse her
expense.
because it's not stealing if there's not like in a private lockbox,
Uh-huh. So what's your
So
plan here?
I'm trying to win the kit back.
That's amazing. What a great plan. I love
Yeah,
this. It sounds like you are.
there's literally a gambling move, but it's in the downtime moves.
Oh, let's do it. Let's have you. Well, it's when you gamble during downtime. Dang it!
I know, right?
Ah, man, and you'd actually take two treasure winnings, which would be your own two treasure.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, do
Do
it. Let's
it.
just do it. It's
Let's,
too
all right.
good.
Eh!
It's too
Okay.
good.
Do I have any luck to spend? I'm gonna spend 2 luck. Oh my shit. There's a 9. So, where does I can on a hit I can take 2 treasure and winnings and take an additional 1 treasure if I piss someone off. I'm gonna piss someone off. I'm gonna piss someone off.
What? Hold on. This is new. I don't recall you having pissed anyone off.
Whoosh, not click, certainly not click clack.
Cool.
Luckily, I got a big hat to help me cheat. I bet
Okay.
click clack is also in this game.
Oh yeah, Click Clack's got to be in the game now. Like Click Clack shows up, Let's not because Let says the odds are against this coming to a positive outcome. I will observe.
Right?
And yeah, I don't think Let gets pissed off at you because Let wants you to win back the thing. Although Let's starting to think you're lying because you just showed up and started gambling. So maybe Langhorn gets pissed off at you. You cheat and Langhorn, you're reaching for the last of the kitty, and Langhorn draws a blaster and points it at you. There's no way you could have turned those cards unless you were putting them in that stupid big hat. Did I robot again?
Yeah, a little bit.
Son of a gun.
Now you're good. Yeah.
They pulled a blaster on me. They said there's no way you could pull those cards. You were hiding them in that big stupid hat, I think.
Yes. Yes.
I
You
was
are
like,
good
well,
at understanding by garbled speech.
yeah. I pull a knife right back and be like, yeah, well, maybe you should have cheated better.
They shoot you. They're
Oh
going to
shit.
shoot you because they're pissed off.
Guess we're
So,
guess we're getting into a scrap.
yeah, we are. We are. It's a scrap is happening. And a blaster pistol.
Wait, I got an idea.
Ooh. What's your idea?
I gotta scroll all the way down.
Scroll, scroll,
Let's
scroll, scroll,
see.
scroll, scroll.
Sleeping gas.
That's
So I got the
all.
hold for it. So
Oh, true, true, true. Okay, so yeah, he was going to shoot you. It would have been two harm,
hmm
headed your way, loud, far, reload, stealthy, commonplace. But you're pulling off, you're revealing your hold that you have a thing from
hmm
alchemy, right?
Yep. Sleeping gas grenade.
On hand when you need it. Sweet. So that sounds like let's have you do the thing. If you want to get into a scrap, you could. Although, if you think this is a clever trick,
I'm good with trying for a clever trick.
okay. Feels like using
Cause
your
I'm
alchemy to have a thing ready to save your bacon sounds good. Am I sounding better? I stopped getting the
yeah.
internet and you guys sound okay. Okay, good.
Hey, that's a 10 plus.
What?
That means I
That's
finally got a
amazing.
mark of luck.
You get to mark a luck. You pull it off spectacularly. What does it look like with this sleeping gas? I don't think that's a localized thing.
It's definitely not. So, he's pulling out the thing and I'm like reaching behind my back. I'm already ripping the cord on it as I'm tossing it. Maybe it like pops off like right in the line of fire as I'm like my other hand, I'm pulling up a little
Yeah,
rebreather.
nice.
So
And we
he
the camera pans
he
back and let casually puts in a rebreather as
yeah.
well.
He shoots, it blows up, everybody else falls asleep, and I take the kitty.
Amazing. I love that. That is a
Can
super successful roll.
can
All
I
right.
spend a luck to add the detail that sensors are now going off on the ship? There's blaster fire and
Yeah.
gas. So,
Yes.
Yes.
okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
100.
yeah. So Raz is like telling the security droid, like, watch this cell, and then he's paranoid.
All right.
Alarms are going off. Ah,
Let
intruders.
letting I get out of there and I give her one share
Nice. Nice.
and
She
I'm
have a
back to 7. So
she it's true because you won too.
I won 3.
Oh, but you were winning back. Yeah. So that's great.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Now you're at 8 treasure. That is
No,
insane.
no, no. So like
You lost two,
yeah, because I was at 7 at the start, 2 got
right?
stolen,
Right.
and then I won 3. So and then I just give her 1, so
Oh, so you're back to
I
start. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. On a 10 plus, decide where you stumble on a secret or meet an important and but you did the hit. Wait, how
Yeah, I
did you
got
get +1? Oh, you cheat to get one more treasure? Or
no,
wait,
remember right
how do we
above
get to
on the
3?
hit. On a hit, take 2 treasure and winnings. Take
Additional
an
one treasure and
addition.
pistol one. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't read the last half of that. Sorry, sorry, sorry.
gotcha.
Cool. So you're back to 7. Man, it's as if nothing happened. I love it. Zero sum game.
Hijinks happened.
Well, except for the alarms and the sleeping
Sure.
gas,
No,
and
no,
yeah, yeah.
no. None of that matters. This is for scot free. Scot free.
And I didn't get shot, so
Okay,
so
scot free. Sweet. So Raz, Yes, there are klaxons going off. There is a environmental sensor and then also a blaster fire alert. They're both coming from the same similar area.
We're being boarded. Raz will grab his blaster rifle and is just, any pirate that he can find as he runs down walks with purpose down the hallway, is just grabbing everybody. We're being boarded. We're being attacked.
Then you hear more blaster fire. It is not coming from the same place. And you hear some screams of alarm. Faru, um, Spark is now thrown in the brig with you after she just ratted you out when you tried to make her steal something. Her technique was good. She should have pulled that off. However,
Yeah.
Raz knew it was unusual.
So, you said that we're in the brig and the handmaidens and is it Mirabelle?
Well, she is being, remember the whole trump for why the captain isn't here is then there's an interview ongoing.
Okay,
So Manala is not with you. It's
Manala.
just Fari and Noor, the two. I just realized that I'm going to need to rename Fari because Fari and Faru is very confusing. So I'm going to call her. Wow, Ari has a lot of not great consonant couplings.
I mean, just
How
like
about Rifa?
Tantara.
Rifa.
Rifa, I like Rifa. What did you sew out, Greg?
Oh, just the last name, just Tantara.
I like the Rifa Tantara. That's a good suggestion. We'll go with that. Sweet.
So what I'm going to do
Yes.
is I'm going to twist my fate, and I'm going to use my new move, which is the Rule of Cool. Once per session, as long as the result would make me look incredibly cool, I can twist fate by spinning a bond with a connection instead of spending luck. So I'm going to spin my bond with Roz. Let me see, man, and um, the question that I ask is: you see an important NPC arrive to turn the tide, and then I'm gonna spend a point of luck to answer the question myself, as opposed to letting you do it. Um, which is I make friends with the handmaidens. Um, and I think one of them tells me that they have a plan for escape.
Oh, sure. That sounds great. Yeah, absolutely. So you befriend the handmaidens and Noor of the two, Noor says, I trust her, Rifa. Don't worry. Farobrin, I have set off a homing beacon. There are members of our elite forces who are already on their way. In fact, I believe they are here.
So, that's good news. Should we try to get out of here in order to meet up with them?
Oh no, they're here to rescue our lady, and then hopefully they will come for us. We should stay
Well,
put.
I think that you should also be doing as much as you can to help your lady. Um, so I'm going to try to convince them to break out in order to um help the crew with help the assault crew find their lady.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Yeah, yeah. Is there anything else I can do? I could, yeah, I'm just gonna roll it flat. Um, my polish is 0. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Rich will tell me shortly. Oh, that's an 8.
Okay. I love it. More eights. More eights. All the eights. Okay. You're trying to convince them um with a parlay, right?
Yeah, that we need to
Okay.
break out of here, so they need me to do something for them first.
Hmm. What do they want from you that they would put themselves at risk? Put this to the table. Did one have some suggestions for what two handmaidens who think they're going to get rescued, why they would put themselves at significant risk for this new friend of theirs?
Uh, they have they make Faru promise to break out Manala as well.
Oh, yes. Of course, we serve our lady. Manala must be freed. That will make your captain quite angry. Will you help us? We'll get you safe passage off of this ship.
That sounds fantastic. I mean, they didn't throw me into the brig because we're all friends here, did they?
Nice.
So, yeah. So I think I'm going to, I think Spark and I are going to try and break out
Okay.
so that we can get the handmaidens out. What
That
say?
sounds fun. I will give you because they are helping. So, have you told Spark we're good? Just help me get out of here? Or what's the attitude towards Spark who thinks you hate her now?
I tell her to follow along. We'll see how good she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's already 0 for 1 with you. That's great. Okay, cool. Let's see if you can break out. Um,
Um,
and I think that your opening is that because you convinced the two handmaidens, um, Noor reveals that she is a cyborg. And that is how she is able to ping is, and then she reveals some tools that you could use to try to break out.
oh, that sounds fantastic. And what would that be?
Some
Oh,
slicing
break out.
tools, I think. Yeah, break out
There's
exactly.
actually a move called break
Yes,
out.
there.
That's what I'm
That's why
thinking.
I was
Thank you.
referencing. Yes,
I was like, duh.
it's okay.
Yeah. I was looking for other moves and didn't even see it.
It is an
Okay.
applicable and well-written move. Savor it.
That's a 9.
What? You didn't roll an 8? Very
Didn't roll
frustrated.
an 8. Um, I choose one and then you choose one.
I know.
Um,
Escaping, breaking out in this game is painful, man.
ooh, okay. I think I'm going to, let me make sure. I'm going to choose you suffer harm or mark trouble. Do I get to choose between those?
Yeah,
I'm going to mark my trouble, which is impassioned. Um, the fates can compel me to do extremely foolish things to impress your connections. Um, if this gets another of my connections in trouble, mark experience. That connection can then choose to reject me for it. If they do, they lose a bond. I lose a bond with them and they gain a bond with someone else. So
fun.
it moves bonds and stuff around.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
And then you choose one.
I do. Yeah, I like. Sweet. So, the four of you break out. I imagine you expected Casey to be here because Raz wasn't secretive about it. So part of the breakout that you got to make success was that you circumvented KC. I'll give you a choice. This is not my choice from the move, but I'll give you a choice. Is Casey otherwise um, fighting off the other people, or did you circumvent Casey because Casey just left their post?
Um, I want to say So the most interesting thing I think then is that Casey is the if I'm not mistaken, there are people who are boarding the ship coming
Uh-huh.
for the handmaidens because that's
Yes.
where the ping is coming from, and I think Casey is fighting them off.
Nice. Okay. So that sounds good, and I will use that as my run into an obstacle you didn't expect. So you break out, the doors open, you expect to have to deal with Casey, the K2SO droid, and instead you see that the K2SO droid has grabbed a uh, basically a person in heavy armor. You see there's a small squad of six of them that all of their armor is matching, and they have nice blaster rifles, and they are wearing the royal crest of the house of Rich needs to go to NPCs to make sure of House Massetti.
Okay.
Um, and K2SO Casey has, or not, it'd be a K series droid. K2SO is a specific member of that series. So Casey, a member of the KX series droid, is fighting with, yeah, K280. K280 is fighting with now five members of a Massetti squad of soldiers. Um, and the handmaidens are happy. See, I told you. What do you do?
I'm going to look around for my stuff uh that was taken from me by Roz, just so that I have my equipment. But in
Sure.
doing so, I'm giving Casey enough time to take out a few more of these guards, right? And I think if I can time it right, I'm going to set it up so that as I get my stuff, I'm going to go after Casey whenever I feel like the guards are either getting the upper hand or about to be wiped out.
Okay. Cool. You sneak over to get your equipment. You see that Noor is trying to play helpless while getting closer to K2SO or K280 as well. God, I'm
Mm.
sorry. I have my brain stuck on that. K280 as well. Let's cut away to Raz. And Ali, I think it would be amusing, Ali, if you are leaving with your ill-gotten gains that were ill-gotten from you after you ill-got them from someone else. So they're just your gains now. There's just too many ill-gottens. They all cancel out. So you have your stuff, and you see that Raz is rousing people to ward off the people who are boarding the ship.
We're under attack.
What do you? What? We are?
That's when you hear
Classic.
blaster fire. Yeah, there's some fights going on the
Oh,
ship.
there's more blaster fire. Okay.
Yes, there's more
Oh
now.
shit. Uh, right. What do we do?
We need to seal them off. Raz is gonna go to one of the, Imperial command things where there's totally like a droid port below, but he's gonna start like closing off doors on the ship to try and contain the boarding party.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
You
Sweet.
check some monitors to check.
Let's see. I don't think that's necessarily a ship move.
I was
So
thinking
we'll,
like use a clever trick,
yeah, that
maybe.
seems fine. I like that. Let's have you use a
Um,
clever trick to try to use the ship's capabilities against these Massetti
just trying to get the
invaders.
upper hand, right? Okay. Vinegar. I'm okay at that.
Do we know,
Uh,
Raz, do we know what ship docked with us?
that's a great question.
Yeah, no ship was sighted.
Okay.
Oh, that's crazy.
And they're like, I mean, I see the gunfire from where Ali came from, and I'm closing off that too, but I also see the gunfire like down in the brig, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't think there's much more gunfire where I came from, but
it's
they're all sleeping
a
peacefully.
short spurt of gunfire. That blaster fire was short-lived.
It's the theme of the game today. I got an 8.
Yeah. Eight is great.
Trick works, but there will be a cost to follow through.
Hmm. So you, I imagine, go to a console, um, and start to activate these things, and you get a reading that among the Massetti, what has happened is that they have a number of small starfighters that have pierced the hull to deliver soldiers into on a rescue mission for the Baronet. And the what it will cost you is that you see you can shut all of the doors down, but there is one person who has a universal can opener, also known as a lightsaber, that they ignite. That is the catch. The cost is that you will need to send a large number of forces against that person, but it will shut them down.
So there's a Jedi. There's someone with a lightsaber with
Somebody with a
them.
light foil or a lightsaber, yes.
Ali, I
Hmm?
need you to take a team. I'm gonna send Ali,
I'm
and
not. That's not my.
this is the duty of a quartermaster.
No, that's
Yep.
literally not. The quartermaster is in charge of cataloging our equipment
Oh,
and goods.
Let holds up one of her hands to say, unfortunately, quartermaster at the end says other duties as assigned.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, we could parlay.
I see how
Um,
it is. Let
Well, let's just be technically correct.
the worst kind of correct.
It's her greatest thrill.
I oh gosh. What do I have?
So, I
Oh,
mean,
oh,
Rez, nobody's better
Raz
at this than you.
Raz
So
gets closer to Ali.
maybe
Says, "If you do this, I will let you in the vault."
I've got to go there I've got to go there anyway to catalog what we have. So, Raz, being the senior officer on command with the most combat skills, maybe you should lead the team, and I'm gonna bait you and compel you to do something dumb in response.
Oh, how does that work?
I just do it
You
because
just do
it's
it?
yeah,
Okay.
'cause I spend a bond with
Spend the
you,
bond.
and you have to do something dumb.
You could stand your ground if you wanted to.
Oh, that's true,
Probably,
right?
yeah.
Because it's a compel.
I
Yeah.
guess. I don't
Oh,
know.
I guess
Does it
not
It's a
say
exactly.
compel?
shipwreck. It's a shipwreck move thing.
Oh,
Yeah, does it say compel or
Um,
I'm not
Bait
going
them
to,
and
but I'm
compel
just
them
kidding.
to do
Compel
something
them.
dumb in
Yeah. Okay.
response. So then, yes.
I guess it is. But yeah, no,
Have you ever seen me wield a blaster? I mean, come on.
and Raz will do the angry Imperial thing and like slam his fist on the console, and then he takes the best looking soldiers to go against the lightsaber wielding person.
oh man, the best of the soldiers that you lose. Okay, sounds good. Sweet. Well, lucky for me, some of our named people are asleep on the deck, so they don't get killed because they slept through the whole fight. Oh, we were playing Spock, and then all of a sudden we passed out. Somebody spiked my drink, obviously. Sweet. This is a mess. I love it.
Where's Faro? She'll be able to help.
Awesome. Let's cut to Faro. Faro, they are now down to three Massetti soldiers, and K-280 has taken several shots at this point and has not shot at them, but is manhandling them or droid handling them, I guess, although they are men.
So I've noticed that Nor
Nora is
is
trying to
trying
get in position. It's obvious that she has some kind of device that she's going to try to use.
right. So I think that I'm going to get in with Casey. So I'm going to roll get into a scrap. Before that, I'm going to roll theatrics. Hopefully roll okay.
Hopefully.
Yep. That's a 10. Yay. So I hold 2. And
Okay.
then from my get into a scrap, that's plus blood.
Hmm.
Um I rolled. Oh, I rolled a 6.
Okay.
That's not good. So my theatrics allow me to disarm a mook with a single flick of the hand. So I'm going to mark that off. That's one of my holds. And what I wanted to do was turn off Casey, basically. Just walk up and pull the plug or something like that. However, I don't think that's what getting into a scrap says.
No, it's not. This is where we would need to make a ruling because your theatrics, I think you just do the thing because you activate it to get hold and the hold happens. So I think it obviates having to get into a scrap really if you're activating theatrics.
Um, so it says theatrics whenever you enter a fight, you roll this. Oh, you're right. I thought it meant I had to roll it whenever I got into a scrap, but it's whenever you enter a fight.
Yeah.
Okay, that's on me. I shouldn't
That's
have.
okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Usually we blame the editing or something like that, but that's completely on me. I did that wrong. Okay.
I will agree that this was just if when we look at the move, it works a certain way, and we just need to glance at it. It's all good.
Yep. Okay.
Sweet. So yeah, you disarm this mook with a single flick of the hand. Literally, you know where the not a self-destruct button. This is not an Innator 3000. It is instead a K280, a K2 KX series droid, but you know the off button.
And I think this isn't literally an off button. It's like a wire that because I've been here for a while and I know
Hmm.
repairs, I just go yank a wire that's connected to the power source.
I like
And
that better than an off button. You just you study the situation, move in, and it's right as Noor you see her hand kind of snaps back and some kind of droid implement comes up from the wrist hole. I'm trying to use words instead of hand gestures because my camera's off and I'm not used to that. So, but she was going to try to interface or slam something into the droid, and then you flip it off, and she quickly snaps her hand back. There are, as I'd said, three Massetti soldiers, so they ask for a report from Noor, and she starts telling him, we've been captured, but Manala is with the captain.
I'm going to say this way, um, and I'm going to lead them towards the captain's. He's in the captain's quarters. Is that right?
Yes.
Um, but I'm going to lead them in such of a way that I think we will run into any resistance.
Yeah, that sounds fun. And let's see. So Ollie, you've been told to repel borders and given some soldiers, and Raz tried to
What?
command you.
And then I convinced him that he should do
And how are you reacting to that, Raz?
I pounded my fist and stormed off
it.
to
Sounds
go
like
deal with the lightsaber wielding
oh,
horde.
okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
awesome.
So
Uh,
I gotta look for my body, my protectorate, I guess.
oh, sweet. Let's have you
Like,
catch or if you find Faru, what running around with some Massetti guards,
Yeah.
buddy style.
Yep.
Yeah, opportunist to the max.
yeah, there's a pause, and she was about to say, "Hey, we're being okay." Hey,
Um, these uh
whoa,
these
whoa, whoa, hands
criminals,
up.
yeah, these criminals put me in the brig, and
What? Those
luckily I ran into
monsters?
luckily I ran into
Who would ever put
uh
you lock you up?
these nice people who, as long as we help them uh retrieve their lady from the captain, we will um they will help us and give us, including you, a free ride out, right? They're gonna help us escape.
I'm imagining this is a walk and talk because these
Oh
soldiers
yeah.
are here to, yeah, they
I
they
know
give
a sh
very little of a crap about you guys and a whole lot of crap about the woman they're here to save.
And I
But
think
I know
while
a
I do that,
shortcut to take them there.
and I think, oh, that sounds great. And I think as we do that, as we're doing this walk and talk, I kind of, gesture to make sure these people are. This is the three guards dangerous, this one's dangerous, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I know a short. Follow me, liberators. And I'm going
I
to.
think you need to hoodwink them before they're going to follow you because Noor just told them you need to go this way, and you seem to be leading them. I
Yeah,
would
but I
assume.
know I'm the quartermaster. I know this place better.
Uh-huh. You do. You literally do.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
hoodwink. That's polish.
that's a favor. What can I do? I wanted to see if there was some way I could help.
I mean, I can spend bonds with you since you're here.
Or I could spend bonds. Um, or you spend a bond. How does that?
He gets a +1, right? After you roll, I think.
Okay, so we'll see if you need it.
Yeah.
Game terms is where it talks about bond. Add one to their roll or to your roll against them, or force them to roll against the wind.
So it's polish, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna spend that luck I got since my polish is nothing. That's a 12.
Jeez.
Didn't need to spend the luck, but you know,
Hey, it felt good though, right? Luck
yeah.
pays
When I
off.
hit, they bought your story for now. The fates reveal a new opening or opportunity this gives you.
Sweet. Um, how, Ollie,
Hmm.
how is it that Rifa Tantara, the handmaiden who is not a
Katie
cyborg,
McGrath. Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We can't refer to characters by their face claims, Jilly. That breaks my
I know.
immersion. I'm sorry
Okay.
that I used a person that you
Don't
recognize.
be sorry. I love
Okay.
her.
She's cool. How does she know Ali and why does she vouch for you?
Oh, I used to be a waitress in a cocktail bar that she used to go to when I met her.
Okay. Cool.
And, I just got caught up with the
Does
wrong
she know
crowd,
you as
clearly.
Ali Vought
Yeah.
or
No, I don't
okay.
have a fake name.
Okay.
I
Cool.
didn't know we could have fake names.
I mean, these are pirates.
Yeah, I'm still new.
Okay. True.
I'm a up and comer.
We can trust her. She's no pirate. Though she does make a
Yeah,
good calf. Small
I've
galaxy.
learned
Nice.
better mixes now. But okay, let's go.
Awesome. So are you actually leading them to the captain?
No, no.
Oh,
I'm
okay. Because
leading
I think
them
like
like some
Steven's
back
convinced me
ways.
that Faru's turned. I don't know if it's true or not, but